Something so violent happened in the Milky Way's past that it may have flipped our entire galaxy onto its side. This obviously didn't affect life on Earth. Earth wasn't even a thing at that time, but if this actually happened, it kinda rewrites everything about our sun's story. Our quiet corner of the galaxy might not have been quiet at all, and most of the Milky Way stars might have been traveling on completely different paths than they do today, including our own sun. We could literally be sitting on the wreckage of some ancient galactic pileup. And until now, nobody had a clue. There's this great cosmic mystery that has been bugging astronomers for years. Our galaxy has this big, flat, spinning disk. The part with all the spiral arms we've all seen in photos. That disk moves fast, like really fast, about 137 miles per second. But around that disk, there's another region called the stellar halo. This is a thin, sparse cloud of ancient stars that's floating way out past the main disk. It looks like a faint bubble surrounding the flat spinning part. And the weird part is that the halo barely spins at all. Back in 2017, a team of scientists measured this slow halo spin precisely for the first time. They combined data from the Gaia satellite and the Sloan Digital Sky Survey, and found out that the halo rotates at a speed of only around 6 to 12 miles per second. For us Earthlings, it sounds fast, sure, but if you compare it to the disk's 500,000 mile-per-hour spin, it's basically standing still. So why would one part of the galaxy spin so fast while this other part barely moves? Surprisingly, it's the stellar halo that can help us figure out the answer. Even though it only contains a small percentage of the Milky Way's total stars, it's basically our galaxy's memory bank. The thing is, a lot of those halo stars weren't originally born here at all. They used to belong to smaller, separate dwarf galaxies that wandered too close, got torn apart by our gravity, and got absorbed into the Milky Way over time. You might think of it like a big fish eating a bunch of smaller fish. Even after digesting them, you can still find traces of what got eaten inside. Now, when those smaller galaxies got ripped apart, their stars kept traveling in roughly the same direction and at the same speed they already had. So today, if we measure how those absorbed stars move, we can find out a lot of information about all the ancient galaxies our Milky Way has swallowed. It's like a fossil record, except instead of bones and rock, it's stars still drifting through space. And thanks to this space fossil record, we know that between 8 and 11 billion years ago, the Milky Way took a massive head-on hit from another galaxy called Gaia Sausage Enceladus. We'll talk about its amazing name just a tiny bit later. Our whole solar system is only about 4.6 billion years old, so this happened way before Earth even existed. Scientists learned about this collision by studying stars floating around our galaxy today, specifically how weirdly they move. You see, most stars travel in pretty smooth circular paths. It's kind of like cars driving around a racetrack. But this particular group of stars swings way out, then plunges way back in, over and over on long, stretched-out oval paths. When scientists mapped out how those stars moved, all the data points formed one long, stretched-out shape. When you look at it, it resembles a hot dog. That's why astronomers nicknamed it the sausage. Here's another thing. The word collision might give you the wrong picture about what happened all those billions of years ago. You're probably imagining two solid objects smashing together like two cars crashing, explosions, bright flashes, debris, and total devastation. But that's not what happens with galaxies. Galaxies have a mind-boggling number of stars, that's true. But those stars are spaced incredibly far apart. So when two galaxies pass through each other, it's actually unlikely for individual stars to directly hit one another. What actually causes the damage is gravity. As the smaller galaxy gets pulled in close, our galaxy's much stronger gravity stretches it out, rips stars away one by one, and flings them onto new paths. Gas clouds from both galaxies crash into each other and get squeezed together, and all that shifting gravity can actually bend or tilt the bigger galaxy's disk. It's kind of like stirring cream into coffee. It doesn't stay a neat little blob, it gets stretched and twisted into something completely different. Now, this ancient collision is a well-documented event in our galaxy's past, and the leading theory these days is that this cosmic disaster was so violent that it actually flipped our galaxy's entire disk over. But there's one problem. Nobody can actually point a telescope at the sky and just watch it all unfold. This event occurred billions of years ago, way before humans and way before telescopes. There's no footage of the collision and no way to rewind and watch it live. So instead, scientists built computer simulations of galaxies. They're basically fake Milky Ways following the actual physics, how real galaxies grow, pull in gas, and swallow smaller galaxies over billions of years. Researchers used a specific batch of these simulations, called the Auriga simulations. They created 25 fake galaxies similar to the Milky Way and let each one play out over billions of years. Scientists were hunting for a pattern. Whenever a simulated galaxy's stellar halo ended up barely spinning, just like our real one, what actually caused that? The answer kept coming back to the same combination of events, every single time. The galaxy had formed relatively early. It went through a big head-on merger, similar to our real Gaia sausage collision. And its disk had flipped. All three together over and over across dozens of simulated galaxies. It couldn't be a coincidence. We still can't be 100% certain that this is exactly what happened all those billions of years ago, but based on the simulations, it's by far the most likely explanation. So how do you even flip an entire galaxy? Space doesn't have an up or down, so scientists tracked the disk's angular momentum instead. It's basically an imaginary arrow pointing along its spin axis, like the axle running through a spinning bike wheel. If that arrow ends up rotating more than 90 degrees from where it started, that counts as an official flip. It wasn't instant, of course, like a coin flip, because the disk didn't rotate like a dinner plate flung across a table. Individual stars kept orbiting the whole time, while gravity slowly nudged and redirected the disk bit by bit until everything slowly settled into a new orientation. The fastest flips the researcher found still took millions or even billions of years. Nothing in space happens quickly. Earth didn't exist yet when this supposedly went down. But even if it had, we probably wouldn't have noticed anything. Our sun would have been carried along with the rest of the disk. And this isn't the only evidence pointing towards some kind of ancient tilt. In 2026, a separate team of scientists used data from over 600,000 giant stars to map the shape of our galaxy's dark matter halo. That's invisible stuff we can't see, but its gravity still shapes everything around it. They found that the outer edge of this dark matter halo is basically standing straight up compared to our flat, spinning disk. It might mean that the inner halo and disk might have tilted together at some point, while the older outer halo just stayed put the whole time. Scientists want to keep hunting for more stars left behind from an event like this. Different spin speeds, different star ages, mismatched angles between the disk, the halo, and dark matter. It's all part of figuring out exactly how our galaxy got the way it is today.